Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with 6 degrees Celsius feels like 1 degree Celsius by Toir. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. So in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have standard between lines. So we have these circles, and connecting the circles are these thin gray lines. What we do is the digits on the line have to be strictly between the digits in the circles. So if this was a 2 and this was a 6, then these two digits have to be in between 2 and 6. They have to be from 3, 4, or 5. All right. That excludes 2 and 6. You can't put like a 2 here because that's not between 2 and 6. It has to be strictly between. All right. And the other kind of line we have here are thermometers. We have a circle with a thick gray line coming out of it. Thermometers increase from the bulb. The circle is the bulb. So if this was a 2, this has to just be bigger than 2. So 4. Now this has to be bigger than 4. So we'd go 5, 6, for example. That would be one way to fill this. What we can't do is go down, right? We can't do 2, 4, 5, 3 because the 3 is not bigger than the 5. So yeah, you have to get strictly bigger. You have to increase as you move along. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Okay. This is a little bit interesting. This digit here, which can make it green, at least for a second. Where does it go in this box? Because it can't repeat on its own thermometer because you always increase. So kind of a property of thermometers, which is actually a little... it almost feels like you were lessening the power of the thermometer, but it does work, is that you can't repeat digits on it, right? Because we're strictly increasing. And so, that implies that no digits that repeat. And so we can't put green here, and obviously we can't repeat green in the column. And so green ends up in one of these two cells. But what's interesting about that maybe is that, if it was on here and here, they're kind of fighting a little bit because this is, let's see, 6, 5, 4, 3. This is a 1, 2, or 3. But if it ended up here, it would not be able to be a 1. So I don't know if that's a little bit interesting, but now we could pencil this whole thermo. This would be 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. It's just the minimum and maximum digit you can put in each of these without breaking the rest of the thermo. This is also 4 long, so we get 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. This is 3 long. This is 1 through 4. Don't know if I want to pencil that right now. Okay, well, let's think about between lines for a second. So on the line itself, you cannot put a 1 or a 6 ever, because 1 and 6 does not have a digit. They're already extreme. There's no digit on the other side that could go in the circle. If I put a 1 here, one of these would have to be a 0 or lower, and that's obviously not going to work. If I put a 6, one of these has to be 7 or higher, and that does not going to work. So you can't put 1 or 6 on any of these cells. So, and we also can't put 6 on these two cells. So in this box, the 6 is actually placed. Now that looks down. That removes 6 from this thermo. When you remove the highest digit from a cell, that propagates downward. So notice this can't be a 5 anymore. It would force this to be a 6. And now that this can't be 5, this can't be 4. Now that this can't be 4, this can't be 3. So we removed the top digit from every single cell. And now we need a 5 somewhere in this box. Definitely not in these cells. So the 5 is going to end up on our between line, meaning we need a 6 in one of the circles, and it can't go here. So this is a 6. Now we have... This is interesting. This can't be... Let's see. The biggest this can be is 3, 4, 5. I think that actually works. For some reason I was thinking it wouldn't, but yeah, so this could be 3, 4, 5. This could be the same digit as this. So this would work as a bunch of 3, 4, 5s. And so that does make this a 1 or a 2 though. Because the biggest this is the biggest I can go, and it still puts a 3 there, right? So this has to be smaller than it because this is the bigger side. And so that 1, 2 pair does make this a 3, which does propagate up as 4, 5, 6. I don't really need green anymore. This is just 1, 2, 3. So we know that this cell has to be bigger than this cell. because this is the low end, right? This cannot be the high end. You can't make a 2 the high end of this between line. This would be a 1 and you have nothing to put between them. So this is the low end, meaning that these cells, all 3 of these, are larger than this one. So this can't be a 1. Kind of works like a thermo in that way, like kind of similar to thermo logic, but obviously it doesn't have to increase as we go. We know this is the biggest digit, and we know these 2 are between. So this could be a actually, this is minimum 4. This is a 4 or 5 pair. And so this has to be 5 or 6 in order to be bigger than this one, because this is the smaller side. Okay. Interesting so far. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 up here. Yeah, the 1 is somewhere down here and somewhere up here. Is there more Sudoku, or is it related to this? Can't put 1 or 6 on any of these. Yeah, so if we can't put 1 on this line, right, which we know we can't, then the 1 has to go in this box somewhere. It ends up there. That makes that a 2, and we can place the 1 here. And now 1 ends up down here. It has to be at the bulb of the thermo. Can't put a 1 here. There'd be nothing to put in the bulb. Doesn't really help restrict the bulb, the rest of the thermo at all. But the 6 does look down, and 6 can only go on tips of thermos. So it's certainly not going there. And now this is just, Sudoku will take care of the rest of that. We don't need to worry about it. 6 is over here somewhere. There's probably more to do here. I do need a 1. We can't put a 1 on the line, so the 1 ends up there. And so that places the 2 here, which makes that have to be a 3 and not a 1. All right. And this is 4 or, it can't be 5 or 6, so this is just the 4. Also, it could never have been 6, but anyway, that's 5, that's 6, that's a 6, that's 4. And so this is 3, 5. Making this the 2. Watch this thermo just end up being 1, 2, 3, 4. This we should get. Yeah, this is a 2. And then up here we need 3, 4, 5. That's not a 4. This is 3 or 5. It could be either. 3, 4, and 5 accounted for. We need a 2 in this box. That goes there. That places the 2 over here. This is 1 and 3. We know the order. Gives us the 4 and the 5 here. That's a 3. So it was 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. 3 is DT duting in the corner. That's 3 and 5. That's a 5, 3, and 4. Down here we need 4 and 5. That's a 5. That's a 4. And we're done. All right. Cool puzzle, Toir. That solved really nicely. Nice interaction between our between lines and our thermos. Kind of bouncing around between them. Cool. Well, I enjoyed that. Let me know how you did. If you enjoyed it, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.